I did put one together for parents that, just so they know my face. I am the International Baccalaureate Coordinator here. Christine Vince was the International Baccalaureate Coordinator prior to me, but she moved to the Netherlands to work for International Baccalaureate Ivy World Schools. So she is so good at her job that, and a risk taker that she moved overseas. I graduated from Oxford 20 years ago. There's so many different connections within the building. Paul McDivitt at one time was my teacher, so we go way back. I've been in education. Hi, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I've been in education for 14 years. I taught kindergarten, first and second at Daniel Oxford. So that is where my oldest is going right now. Then after that, I became an International Baccalaureate Coordinator at Daniel Oxford and Oxford Elementary School. I was teaching a lesson and someone came in and they said, Rita, you'd be perfect for this job. And at the time, I think I laughed and hit my knee. And then since then, I've been here and I do love it. So what I tell students and what I'm gonna tell you is, my title as an IB coordinator, what I really am, I'm a connector. I make connections with people, with learning in the world around us. I'm very active in the classroom. So I just started last week and I've been in 56 classrooms and teaching a lesson. So a big part of my job is making connections with the kids because I really want the kids to know who I am, for them to feel safe and loved. That's the foundational work. And that's also foundational work of IB, for students to have social, emotional, and academic needs met, but it starts with the social emotional piece. And for our teachers as well. Tomorrow I have a collaboration meeting with all staff at Leonard. So that's kind of what happens behind the scenes of my job. So always working with teachers, making connections with them, making connections with students. The learning part of my job with making connections, some people, if you feel like, gosh, what does an IB school, what does it mean? Hi, welcome. Sorry. No, you're fine. I'm happy you're here. We have all of this great curriculum that our school has adopted, our district has adopted, and it is our passion and our role as a district to make connections through all the curriculum. And when we make connections with the curriculum, that's how our students remember it. So I help write curriculum with teachers to help make our units really engaging and inquiry-based in the classroom so your students remember it. So right when I started here, I planned with 5th grade and we said, let's go to the high school and have our students exposed to some really cool experiences. And if you talk to your students about that high school experience,
it was phenomenal. The only reason that we were able to do that was Rita. I mean, they absolutely loved it. I don't know if you guys heard about how awesome it was, but yeah, it was
just
fabulous.
so fun. We just know, we believe in our district, if students have engaging experience, they'll remember it and that it may inspire them to take action in their learning down the road. And also, a big part of my job is the connection piece with the world. If they're exposed to the world around them locally and globally, they'll appreciate where they come from, but they'll also have a perspective on what's happening. What kind of job do they want to do? How do they want to make a difference in the world? So when people ask me, what's so different about being an IB school, we encourage our students to take action and we give them the confidence and support to make them know it and believe it, so they do it. And that's and I've seen it in so many levels, and it moves me, and I get choked up about it. And that's why I'm here, because I love my job. So I took this shift here because I am a risk taker, and I grow when I'm in between people and education, and I'm exposed to a whole bunch of different people, and I'm exposed to a whole bunch of different opportunities in education because I'm in different classrooms. So I've been invigorated since this shift. Now we're going to switch gears. Your students have the most exciting experience in their educational career up to this point, and it's called exhibition. What's so cool about it is your students have something that's called agency. They have choice, voice, and ownership of their learning. They pick a topic that they're passionate about. So we're going to expose them to different topics. We're going to say, there's all these different issues in the world. If you just take the planet, let's say, what's going on in the world with our animals? What's going on with pollution? Just pollution, there's layers. There's land pollution, air pollution, water pollution. So they're going to be exposed to all of these different issues. And they're going to say, I care about this issue. And we're going to say, tell us why. Why do you care about that issue? Because we need you to care about it because you're going to study it and dive into it for 6 weeks. And when they're studying it and diving into it, we bring in, so in the past, I bring in about 40 different experts, and they interview these people. So let's say they're like, you know, I'm really passionate about health in smoking. And we have a nurse come in, and I've had a nurse come in, and I met her and Leonard a couple years ago, because I used to just be Leonard's exhibition coordinator. So 3 years ago, I came just to do exhibition for Leonard. So I met some really great people and made connections with that. So our students, they pick their issue, so it goes in a circle. So they pick their issue, then they have to research it, and they research it through people. So, and books. So we have a primary research resource, which would be if they are actually talking to an expert, and then we also expose them to like current articles. So we'll then say, well, what can you do to take action? And students take this in so many different forms. We try to encourage them too, like, what can you do to actually get in to not just make a collection, even though that is powerful to do a collection for, let's say, a cancer foundation. We want them to like